welcome to a new vlog. What am I gonna talk about? The 90-10 rule, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Some of you guys know I was a tennis player, played a little bit of tennis, and one of the things that I was fascinated as a kid, because I was the kid that just had just a little bit of talent, but I made up for that with my hard work and grit. If my mother was here, she would tell you that she never had to say, son, you need to go practice, or like what's going on with the schedule, what tournament are we going to. I did all of that when I was a little kid, and I organized all my matches, organized all my private lessons, and I did all that, and my coach never had to tell me to like go practice and train, right? So for me, like I was just like an okay athlete, but I made up for it through hard work. So it's therefore kind of translated into like business as well, because I think there's so much talent in the world, but what so many people like get caught up in is the failure, the rejections, the no's, and they don't brace like being uncomfortable, whereas I'm like super comfortable being uncomfortable. Like I almost like that. So the other day, you know, I'm talking to my son, who's 7.5. By the way, love being a dad, freaking best thing ever. And then show a little photo of my son and my daughter, little Aspen, cutest thing ever, little 4-year-old. She'll say 4 3/4. So I'm digressing because you gave me talking about kids. So I'm having a conversation with my son, and he's like smiling, like getting into like tennis a little bit. Like we got him signed up. No, I'm not coaching my kid. So Petra's working with him, and he's starting to like take interest in some tennis and some sports. And I'm like, all right, he's 7.5, so let's get these conversations going. So I tell my son, I said, son, Emerson, you know what the worst thing is? And he's like, Dad, what? And the worst thing is when people have talent and they don't utilize their talents. They don't think the ceiling is way up here. They think the ceiling's down here. And what I don't want you to do, because son, I'm watching you, and you're athletic, right? You didn't get it from me, but maybe your mom, you got it from your mom, but you're athletic and you have talent, and what I don't want to see you do is waste that talent. So there's no substitute for hard work, but have fun and like enjoy the journey, and don't lose sight of the mindset, and keep going and keep pushing. And not only am I proud of you, but you need to be proud of yourself. Like you need to like be like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm finishing, another book, or I'm, improving, my tennis, and you can see that you're improving. So, it's just like this world is like such a mindset, right? And there's a reason why the pyramid is this, right? Because it's freaking hard, right? But if you have fun, you embrace it. You think about the 90-10, and that it's not about like, who's super smart, who went to Harvard, who went to Yale, who's got a freaking MBA from, all the fancy schools. Because I didn't get an MBA from the fancy schools, So I've made up for it, and I make way more money than a lot of those guys do, right? And they went to all the fancy schools, and they were, went to all the fancy boarding schools, and went to all that. I went to freaking public high schools and public schools and so forth. So like where I've lacked, I've made up for it for like hard work, rolling on my sleeves, and doing things the old-fashioned way. And as a result of that, I'm doing pretty good. So, and I've got a lot more that I want to accomplish, and a lot more that I want to do, and that's it. So, thank you for watching, listening to my rant, and see you soon.